Yo, it's Trivelli, I'm back, and if you've been following my college football betting video, then obviously you know that we're 2-0 right now, halfway through the battle. We got some big games tonight, but today I'm going to give you guys some NFL lines that you can smash for easy cash for week 5. So, if you can, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get this channel out to as many people as possible. Also, follow me on Instagram and Twitter so you get my daily notifications for when I'm dropping videos, which is going to be Monday through Friday, because I'm never slacking. Now, let's jump into the action.
I'm living life like this. Maybe give a little glimpse, maybe give a little glimpse.
So let's jump right into these 3 games here, guys. I've got the Jets versus the Falcons, the Titans versus the Jaguars, and the Patriots versus the Texans. These were the 3 games that really stood out to me where I think the lines are just not representing the game script very well. Let's jump into the Jets versus Falcons first, where you have the Jets plus 2.5 on the road, but here's the catch. It's in London, not Atlanta, so they're not going to have to deal with a raucous crowd just booing them the entire time. These English people want to see a good football game. So take the crowd out of the equation. The Jets are plus 2.5. If you want to smash this, I would actually advise to buy a point here so you avoid the hook. You get 3.5 for the Jets. If they lose by a field goal here, you're still in the money. Now, the reason I'm taking the Jets in general in this game has to do with injuries. The Atlanta Falcons receiver core is basically decimated, having no Calvin Ridley, no Russell Gage out there. I think that Atlanta Falcons and Matt Ryan are going to really struggle to move the ball in this game, especially versus a Jets defense that isn't necessarily putrid whatsoever, even with some of the injuries that they are dealing with. But on offense, the Jets are not really injured. They have Tyler Kroft and Jeff Smith out, but besides that, they're definitely rolling out there with what they have. Zach Wilson, if he can avoid turning the ball over and do his best Mac Jones impression here on the road in London, I think that they actually come out with a win here. By the way, the Jets coming off of a very confidence-boosting win here versus the Titans, who did not have any receivers whatsoever. This is a very similar game. You're going to have the Atlanta Falcons, who have a very, very putrid defense, even worse than the Tennessee Titans, in my opinion, and they're missing their 2 best receivers. So it's a very similar game script for me, and I believe that this line does not predict that very well. So that's why I'm going with the Jets here. Now, moving on to the Titans versus Jaguars, we just talked about not having their receivers last week, losing to the Jets. This is a bounce back game for them. They know it. They need it. They're 2-2. If they lose this game, they could actually end up being tied with the Colts for first if they win. So they know this game is super important, and the line has actually moved in our favor here, where they have Tennessee minus 4.5. It was 5 this morning. I think you guys need to smash Tennessee minus 4.5 here on the road, and here is why. They are going to get A.J. Brown back. Of course, Julio Jones is questionable. He could play. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine is questionable. He could play. At first glance, seeing Chark on the injured reserve from his nasty injury last game, and just some of the other things that the Jacksonville Jaguars are dealing with behind the scenes, like Urban Meyer finger banging a young woman at the bar and getting a lot of media heat for it, and just the team kind of crumbling in their locker room right now. I don't think they're going to come out and play their best game here versus the Tennessee Titans that are very ticked off that they just lost to the Jets. I think Derrick Henry runs for over 150 yards in this game easily, and Tennessee Titans should smash this 4.5 point spread. Basically, do you guys think Tennessee is going to beat Jaguars by a touchdown on the road this week? Yes or no? They're healthy. I think so. Give it to the Titans. Let's move on to our final game here. We've got the Patriots on the road versus the Texans. What is it with Trivelli Sports Daily and betting on teams on the road? I don't know, but we win with this. So let's go again here. Davis Mills, in my opinion, is the worst quarterback in the NFL right now that's actually starting. Not his fault. It's just he's thrust into a position that he should not be in. Put that together with one of the worst rosters in NFL, and going against a coach that feasts on rookie quarterbacks better than anybody ever, I would say that Bill Belichick is going to make Davis Mills regret playing this game. Might get out by halftime if this guy has 3 to 4 interceptions, but who do you go to? So I'm saying right now, this game comes down to the fact that I don't think the Houston Texans are going to be able to put up more than 7 to 10 points in this game. Mac Jones just way too efficient with the ball. I think that they're going to be able to run it all over Houston, and when they do decide to pass, it's going to be on play action and short, very comfortable throws for Mac Jones that he knows he can make. I think if the Patriots just score on 60 to 70% of their drives, that's going to be way good enough to cover this spread, guys, because you know what? Houston's probably not going to score on 10 to 20% of their drives. I think that this is just a really, really, really bad line. I think New England should be favored by at least 13 in this game, especially with Houston going a goose egg last week, giving up 40 points on the road. New England's not a steep drop off from Buffalo. Like, they're not a really bad team and their record does not show how good they are. I would definitely give this game to the Patriots, and there's no doubt in my mind that these are great games to play individually, so I would definitely bet on them individually. That's my advice. And also, if you want, put in a cheaper parlay on the side. So if you bet each game for, let's say, $50 each in your budget, and then you put a $50 parlay to win, let's say, 300 or something, I think that's very good, because then if you win 2 out of 3, you can get your initial investment back, and you're basically playing for a parlay for free. It's like a lottery ticket, but for free. So that's what I would do with this week, guys. I'm very confident that we'll get 2 out of 3 here. So go ahead and smash these individually. But remember, guys, this is never financial advice, and it's never going to be a guaranteed win. So I want you guys to do what you can, what you're comfortable with, and what you're comfortable losing. So thank you so much for tuning in. As always, have a fantastic day, guys. And this is Trivelli. Peace!
I'm living life like this. Maybe give a little glimpse, maybe give a little glimpse.